Washington spent Saturday night getting dressed up to celebrate the free press. Then Donald Trump, reporters, and half of DC ended up ducking for cover. This Monday starts right now. Welcome to the show. A lot has happened this weekend, but this week, the White House Correspondents Dinner held at the Washington Hilton turned into a fancy media gala to a security nightmare. Reports say a gunman got close enough to force an evacuation, with Secret Service moving Donald Trump and the guests out of the room. That part is serious. The absurd part is Washington spent all year talking about security, then lost a fight with the door. And think about the room. Reporters, anchors, operatives, people who say off the record like it's a love language, all of them in formal wear scrambling under tables. You know how serious it is when a man in a tuxedo dives like he's dodging a dodgeball. And somewhere, someone is still looking for a good look for Washington.
Most important thing about what happened is that law enforcement got it right. Us and to President Trump, but the reality is he didn't really get past the perimeter.
Right, he didn't get past the perimeter, he just got far enough to shut down the dinner, evacuate the room, and make everyone climb under tables. Other than that, flawless night. The White House Correspondents Dinner has always been a weird event. The press is supposed to hold power accountable. On this night, they take photos with power, clink glasses with power, and ask if power likes their podcast. It is journalism's prom night, except prom usually has less of an ego and better security, and Abari Weiss leaving her partner in crime out, and yes, Donald Trump being there made it even more absurd. A man who calls the press fake news showed up to the press party. That is like a vegan hosting a rib festival. That is like Ted Cruz hosting a charisma telethon.
Why am I persecuted here?
I don't know, Ted. Maybe because you keep giving the universe material, and now everyone had to leave together. Beautiful. The unity the country has been searching for has finally arrived through an emergency exit. This is why people are tired of Washington. Everything here is a show. The speeches are a show, the feuds are a show, the panels are a show, the apologies are a show, and this wouldn't be a complete show without a press conference.
Respectfully, why do you think this keeps happening to you?
You know, I've studied assassinations.
I study assassinations, amazing, normal president talk. Next week, I've been getting into shipwrecks lately, and somehow he was still the only second weirdest thing in that ballroom. Even the dinner celebrating truth looked like an award show for people who love hearing their own bios. Then reality came in without an invitation. The same city that can't fix a sidewalk can somehow produce thousands of lanyards, sponsor walls, and mini crab cakes. But the second something real happens, everyone remembers they live in America in 2026. Yay, 250. So tonight, Donald Trump got evacuated, reporters got a live demonstration of breaking news, networks are caught with their pants down, and Washington got humiliated in high definition. The dinner will come back, and the selfies, and the people saying, "It's great to see you," to the people that they absolutely hate. Washington always resets the table. But for one night, the city had to stop performing and start running. And if there is a next time, if something like this happens, at least he'll be running out of a gold emergency door.
Yes, we need the ballroom. That's why Secret Service, that's why the military are demanding it.
That's this week's episode. Here are the things that mattered this week.
The so-called manifesto is a stunning thing to read, Mr. President. He appears to reference a motive in it. He writes this, quote, "Administration officials, they are targets." And he also wrote this, "I am no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes." What's your reaction to that?
Well, I was waiting for you to read that because I knew you would, because you're horrible people, horrible people. Yeah, he did write that. I'm not a rapist. I didn't rape anybody.
Do you
not a
think he
pedophile.
was referring to you?
Excuse me. I'm not a pedophile. You read that crap from some sick person.